Geek Squared. Hello, Geek Squad. Welcome back to Geek Squared, episode number 29. Whoa, we gotta do something special for next episode. I don't know what. Maybe present ourselves with a Geek Squared cake with 30 candles on. I'm not too sure. Comment below, see what you want to do. This is my comic haul for November. A lot of books, not much time. Let's whizzy through them and let's get busy. So my online subscription were kind enough to give me some free comics this month, which is really nice. Well, I thought it was really nice, and then Tina got the same. And I'm like, oh, well, they're equally as nice. I don't feel as unique now, but I got some free previews catalogues. So this is really good, kind of a great toilet read, if I can call it that. Just previews of what's coming up, different kind of snippets from different issues. This is quite a good kind of browsing catalogue. I got another one, including the Clone Conspiracies. So this is very cool. Yeah, Jessica Jones, that type of thing that I already have. So yeah, this is very nice that they've put in. Then we've got something called Survive. I haven't heard of this before. This is number 1. Yeah, not quite sure what this is all about. But I will give it a ganders, because it's free. Now, Tina started collecting these. This is Faith, number 1. Don't know which way I'm going. You gotta have faith. A faith to faith, apparently. So yeah, I'm going to give this a read. Second print, but hey, we kind of everything. The art looks pretty cool. Quite nice and illustrative. So that was it for the freebies. Yeah, let's crack on with Marvel. Alright, so we've got Daredevil number 13. Another really solid issue. The writing is brilliant. And yeah, I think it's coming to the end of this next arc now, which is cool. Same can be said for Old Man Logan, number 13 as well. Superb art, like I said. Great story. Yeah, I'm forgetting what's gone on now, all the confusing parts, and I'm just enjoying the story for what it is. Really enjoying this. That's the last Ronin part 5. Then we've got Civil War 2, number 6 and number 7. These are a really good read. I've literally just finished reading these now. Brilliant artwork. I love the artwork, and the story is really good. It kind of doesn't alienate anyone or stop anyone who hasn't read any of the Civil War 1 books. This issue number 7 was a particularly good issue because it featured parts of the Wastelands from Old Man Logan, so I'm really loving the fact that it's tying things in now as well, even though it's still a bit confusing because Old Man Logan's now in this time. But yeah, really cool. So yeah, not many Marvel books this month. That is it. This is the penultimate Civil War 2, so it concludes in issue number 8. I can't wait. I have really enjoyed it. So yeah, let's go on to Image. So only one book for Image this month. Very quiet month for Image. And this is Saga. This is chapter 39. The reason I've got out of the bag is because I wanted to show you quite a funny little scene in here. Bit of a filler episode. They're kind of tying up a lot of loose ends. I think the problem is you had Marco and Alana from the start, and you follow their journey, and then people like Isabel came along as well, which is the ghost babysitter. Obviously you had Hazel as a small little girl. Now they've broken off into a lot of different sections. You've got the Will and his story as a bounty hunter. You've got all of these different people kind of branching off, Prince Robot, etc, etc. And I think it's quite hard now to kind of keep up. I almost want to go back like 20 issues before. So this is quite good to kind of fill in where you are, because if stuff's happening in 3 or 4 different places and it's all quite kind of frantic, it is kind of hard to go, okay, where's this main sort of story going? Oh, this is funny. So this is Hazel's first kiss. And, you know, if you're going for a first kiss, you want to do it with like a weird meerkat alien. That's what I always say. Anyway, so that was Saga, chapter 39. I can't believe it's been 39 issues already. Obviously, chapter 40 will be the last one. Not sure if they're going to release that before Christmas or whether it's on a break. But yeah, that was it for Image. It is DC time. My favourite publishers after Image. Big Batman fan. Hell of a lot of Batman books to go through, so let's crack on with that. This is All-Star Batman, number 4. Yeah, let's just leave this one here. Yeah, it was okay. Crazy art again. Writing's a little bit confusing from Snyder, as we will see as I go further on down. Snyder does a hell of a lot of a better job with other books, so yeah, we'll leave that there. We've got Batman, I Am Suicides. This is Batman number 10, and this is number 11. Really good. Basically, Batman has to not rescue. I think he has to capture the Psycho Pirate to help out Lady Gotham, and I'm forgetting what her name is. She's struggling at the moment, so the only way to do that is by getting a kind of a Suicide Squad team together via Amanda Waller to break into the prison that Bane is living in. I hope I've got all that right, because it's quite a confusing arc. I did prefer the first arc, but I am loving the dialogue between Bane and Batman. I love seeing Bane's backstory. He was like locked in this like underground cell, and the tide kept on coming up and down, and you know, he'd have loads of air and then he'd have no air, and he's kind of struggling to breathe. So I really like the development of Bane as a baddie, even though he's not kind of the main baddie in this story. So that was Batman number 10 and 11. Now, as per my last haul video, I did say that I was going to wait for the arc of Suicide Squad Rebirth and then read the whole lot as one. I believe we're now at the arc, or I'm at least at issue 6. So, just to recap, this is the Rebirth special. This is number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. And number 6. So I'm basically going to read these as a set now, and hopefully I will get more of an understanding of the story. I know the Rebirth's first kind of crossover event, if you will, is going to be Suicide Squad versus the Justice League. So I'm going to collect all of those. What number is this? Right, this might be the last but one in this arc, because I know issue 8 is the start of this whole Justice League Suicide Squad thing. So I'm going to collect all of that. I'm really excited to see where they're going to go with that. And hopefully, by reading this, it'll give me more of an idea of where the hell they're going with this story. Because, like I said, I've read it kind of bit by bit. And, yeah. So that is it for DC. So as I said, it's been a very busy month and a great month for books. So these are some of the other things that I've picked up. This is volume 8 of the New 52 Batman. This is super heavy. Oh, crazy title and cover on this one. Super heavy. And he looks a bit bizarre, but I'm like, yeah, there's my boy Jock. Literally just flicked to that page, so it's a sign. Snyder and Jock can do no wrong. Capullo is still here in all of his colourful and amazing glory. So I really can't wait to sink my teeth into this. This is volume 8. Still a few more volumes to get, but yeah, loving that. And lastly, I went to Banbury last weekend. We had a wedding, and we kind of spent my time at uni in Banbury. Me and Tina, we moved there together, and she told me there was a comic shop there, and I was like, shut the front door. All I knew there was in that town were pubs and a few restaurants and clubs, because I was being a student at the time. But this is called Comic Connections, and they also have a film and comic con coming to Banbury, so check that out if you are interested. Banbury Comic, Film and TV Convention. So that's very cool. It's happening on Saturday the 28th of January. And the good thing about these guys is they actually they create little stamps. So every time you buy something or I think it's every time you spend over £10 actually, yeah, you get stamps like a coffee shop. As soon as you fill that up, you get £5 off your next purchase, which was very cool. So I went in, really helpful guy. I kind of had a list of stuff from my backlist that I wanted, and I was just kind of see what else was there. He got me issue 2 of Batman Europa. So I can actually read 1 to 4. I've had 1, 3 and 4 for ages. Stunning art. Really cool Batman Joker story. I finally got number 2. So that above all at a decent price as well. First print. Cover A, so that alone was worth the trip. I was just really happy about that. I picked up Batman Beyond number 2. I'm still quite intrigued about this. I really like the idea of a kind of future Batman. I picked this up on a whim because I'm not sure if I'm going to keep on reading it, only because I feel like I've missed a lot now. They kind of reference in a lot of people and a lot of situations, and I'm like, okay, I wasn't really privy to this because I've only kind of jumped on now. So unlike the Cyclops Rebirth comics, they haven't really explained a lot about the backstory. It's just, boom, this is it. This is Batman Beyond. Just get on with it. This is probably on my pull list because I'm collecting the Rebirth Batmans, but this is the annual number 1. Pretty thick old book, and to be honest, if it wasn't added to my pull list, I've got a copy. If another one arrives, happy days, I have 2. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this and seeing what this is all about. Then I picked up, well, the last one isn't a graphic novel, but let's class it as a graphic novel. I picked up 3 graphic novels. I picked up the New 52 Suicide Squad Volume 3. This is called Death is for Suckers. And, I mean, the condition of his books is superb. Everything is bagged and boarded. He's got figures, new comics, old comics, signed comics, really old vintage comics, the lot, at really decent prices and some really great deals as well. So that was New 52 Suicide Squad. I only wanted this to replace one that I had on my shelf that was a bit dinged and it didn't match up. So this is 30 Days of Night Spreading the Disease. Again, pristine. You've got volume 6 here of that, all bagged and boarded, absolutely pristine cover and spine, so I'm very much looking forward to getting that on my shelf. And then I think I can start reading them. I have a big old chunk of books in the other room with all of the 30 Days of Night books, so yeah, really looking forward to getting into that. And my last book of this haul is AD After Death, Scott Snyder and Jeff Lemire. Come on. I mean, you know I love Snyder's writing. I love Jeff Lemire's writing and artwork. He is a crazy son of a gun when he gets those watercolour paints out there. Some wacky stuff. Sweet Tooth. Everyone reads Sweet Tooth before you die. You have to read it. Sweet Tooth is an amazing story. This was quite good. It's broken up into 3 parts. It's in a prestige large format. So basically this is part illustrative prose, part comic, part graphic novel. I mean, there's quite a lot of text in some parts, and then there's no talking at all in other panels. Yeah, I did really enjoy this. The artwork, look at the colours. Yeah, they've done a really brilliant job of this. So yeah, the story, this is setting up the scene, and I see what some people say about Scott Snyder and in the fact that he goes all the way around the houses just to describe one scene or one emotion. But that's him, and it is very poetic. It's yeah, it's very illustrative. I'm really liking this. Tina's got a copy. She got it before me, a little blighter. So I had to pick this up. I've added it to my pull list as well because there's only 2 more books after this. So yeah, that was my haul for the month of November. Whew, I'm exhausted doing the video. I'm exhausted from the books I've already read, and I'm exhausted just thinking about the books that I have to read now because I have a ton. So it's a good job it's Christmas. Good job I got some time off. I'm just going to sit there, my armchair, and have a good read of some books. So I hope you have an amazing week to come. Let me know what your comic haul looked like for November, and we will see you next time for episode 30. Cheers guys, see you later.